Hey, hello. My name is Chuck Hanson. I'm going to be your host here today. I want to thank you for stopping by. What I want to talk to you about today is change, right? Change. Maybe you're up for a change. Maybe you need a change. Maybe you need a new plan. Maybe the plan that you're working right now isn't working, right? Maybe you need a strategy in your life. So, what I'm going to do is take you through a little PowerPoint presentation and give you some facts and figures, and you'll quickly see that what I'm about to talk about is something that will pique your interest. I'm thinking, right? So let's get this whole thing started. And what I want to talk about is money, right? Money, something that we all go after, we all work for, we all participate in, and ways of making that money. But most importantly, what I want to start out with is kind of setting the stage, right? How many, what's the percentage of Americans that make $100,000 or more annually? Well, as I discovered, it's about 20%, 1 in 5, right? 1 in 5. At some point in their life, they're going to make $100,000 a month. So, I just want to keep everything in perspective. I don't want to talk about a lot of money, but, $100,000 a year is a pretty good sum of money. Anyway, so let's talk about average incomes. What does the average person make? Here are just some numbers, and you can read them off the screen. I'm not going to go, through each one of them, but $3,714 a month. Men earn a little bit more than women, and high school grads don't earn very much. College grads earn a little bit more, and college grads with a degree earn a little bit more, right? $6,444 monthly. So let's look at another way of making money. Certainly you can go out and work for a living, get a job, which I kind of use the acronym of JOB, right? Or just over broke, because, with a job, you just can't make enough money to make ends meet. You have more month left at the end of the month than you do money left at the end of the month. So, a lot of people have chose to get involved in franchising, right? I mean, that's a logical thing, except, right, that franchising costs a lot of money. Now, where in the world do you get it? I guess you can borrow it, right, and you have a huge debt, but there's the reason why. No, the average McDonald's franchise makes between $500,000 and $1 million in profits per year, and you would think that the owner of that franchise would have a pretty substantial income. But there's the reality, right? McDonald's owner-operator earns $65,000 annually, about $31 an hour. So unless you have lots of McDonald's, right, and lots of debt, then your income is going to be what you thought it was. It's really all about buying a job. Let me tell you something that I was exposed to. 31 years ago, a good friend of mine came up to me and asked me if I would take a look at network marketing. I owned an advertising agency, had owned it for 16 years, had some of the top 100 Fortune 100 companies as clients. And, I had an ego. And I said, network marketing? Are you kidding me? Come on, you can do better than that. And, so that was my whole thought premise, right? I want to introduce you to a network marketing company called Volantis. And you're going to hear some things as we move forward. But I want you to kind of compare, what it costs for a franchise and other things. But here in Volantis, right, $20 one-time startup fee. So, a lot of people say, well, if it's only worth $20, how in the world can you make any money? A lot of people put value based on price, and it has nothing to do with the price. So the maximum inventory that you could purchase is $499. Now, we've created a plan, a strategy that goes along with that $499. You know, there is unlimited income potential, and you're going to see that as we move forward. You know, I got started with Volantis in May of 2018. And I want to show you my income progression, right? Now, I'm not anybody special. You can see that as I walk through this, right? My first week in the business, I made $724. You know, now if you average that out over a year, that's $37,000. That's about the average of what an American earns, right, with a regular job. So, you know, here we're going to talk about my June income, $3,164. And here's what my weekly checks looked like, right? I mean, nothing spectacular. I mean, I was just working the business, following the plan that they have. Again, my annual income, almost $38,000. You know, my next month, right? Here's how my July went, right? $1,600, a few $100. Again, $1,600, almost $1,800. My income for that month, $5,381. My annualized income, over $64,000. This is my second full month in Volantis. Started with $20 and started with a $499 package. And, you know, here we are in August, right? I'm going to date this, right? It's August. My August income, my first week check, almost $2,000. Now, I want to break that down for you. The Fast Start money is the money that I receive for work that I've done. You know, people buy a certain package, I earn a Fast Start commission. The binary or commission or two-team commission is based off of me and my team, the team, right? And as you see, there was $1,080. So basically about half of the money came from the team. And my matching bonus, which is again earned from people on my team that I earn a percentage of, and the legacy bonus we'll talk about in a second, it was $400. You know, that's an annualized income of over $100,000. Now, remember that 20%? I'm now in the 20% of the income earners in the entire country in just 2.5 months. 2.5 months. I started with $20 and a $499 package. So, you know, what I want to show you is a little bit of documentation from my sponsor. Rick Geralds is in Houston, Texas. I've known Rick for many, many, many years. And had it not been for him, and had it not been for Dave Jordan, the CEO of Volantis, I wouldn't be here. But, you know, those guys opened up my eyes, and they opened up, you know, their friendship. And, you know, here's what's happened to Rick. Now, Rick has been with the company since the beginning, right? He was part of the whole startup phase. When I joined Rick in May, his weekly check was just over $3,000, $3,000 a week. Now, you know, obviously that's nothing to sneeze at, right? But look at his weekly check now, right? Over $10,000. And if you annualize that, that's over $500,000 if nothing else changes. If he doesn't do any better than what he's doing right now, $500,000. And where does that put him? That puts him in the top 2% of the income earners in the entire country. So again, he started with $20 and a $499 package. You know, what I want to talk about is the strategy that we created to run the Volantis business. And it's all about what we call running the play, right? Running the play is simply purchasing a $499 package of Slim Roast Optimum. That is our weight loss coffee product. And, you know, folks, I've lost 25 pounds. I was 207 on May 26th when I started, you know, drinking 2 cups of coffee, which I normally did anyway, 2 cups of coffee every morning. And now I'm 182. 182. 25 pounds of fat has disappeared, as a result of this coffee and the play. And basically what we're doing is we're telling you to keep one for yourself, go ahead and drink it, and give 15 of them, give 15 away. Call 15 friends, right? And introduce them to Slim Roast Optimum and Volantis. Friends that drink coffee, want to lose weight, and are looking for a way to make more money. So it's something simple, and it's very easy to duplicate, and it's fun. So, here's a little bit more about the play. You give 15 of them away, we expect that you're going to have at least 3 people that'll say yes. 3 people, maybe more, maybe less, but at least 3. And if you do that, and you do that within a 30-day month, you're going to make $550. You're going to make $100 in fast start on each one of those, and you're going to make a $250 enrollment bonus, which is phenomenal. So $550. But here's where it really starts to get interesting. You also make $100 on the first 3 to infinity of all of your people and all of their people. Your 3 go out and get their 3, right? You make $900. Those 9 go out and get their 3. That's 27. You're going to make $2,700. Then those 27 get 81. You're going to make $8,100. I think you're starting to see the pattern, right? Those 81 get 243, $24,300. And, I won't go on with the numbers, but it can continue and continue and continue, right? 243 gets 729, $72,900. And this is just one of the components of the compensation plan. So let me tell you what I've done, right? I've got 93 people. I went out and I prospected and talked to all my friends on social media, all the friends that I've made over the course of the last 31 years. And I've got 93 people, actually a little bit more than that now. But what if they all went out and got 3 each, right? If they did that this week, I'd make $27,900, right? What if next week those 3 went out and those 279 went out and got their 3, right? 83,700. You see where this is going, right? Those 3 get 3 more, and so on and so on and so on, right? Until the numbers get absolutely ridiculous. So, I understand that 100% is not realistic, but go ahead and pick a number. What is it? A half, a third, 10%? It doesn't matter. It's still a boatload of money. And no matter how many times you slice it, and it's only from one part of the compensation plan. So, if you're not running the play, I have to ask you why, because this is the most simplest, most duplicatable thing I've ever seen in my life. Let me tell you why I chose Volantis over all the other companies that are out there. It's not a startup. It's 4 years old. In fact, it was 4 years old in July. And, here's what's happened to Volantis over the course of the last 4 years. $300,000 in their first year, about 5 months, right? 10-time increase in 2015 to $3 million, then a 10-time increase to $32 million. And then they had some challenges, right? They ran into a few challenges. 2017 was a tough year, and that year would have taken most startup companies out of the game had it not been for Dave Jordan and his ability to manage and run a company. The company is debt-free. They paid commissions on time for the last 4 years. So that's why. That's why I joined them. Now, if you want a plan to be done in 3 years, I'm telling you to pay attention to what's going on with Volantis. The next 3 years are going to be explosive. Because of what? Because of the Slim Roast Optimum. That product was just introduced May the 20th of 2018. I predict, these are my numbers, I predict that in 2019, they're going to do somewhere between $30 and $50 million worth of sales. Why? Because they did that in 2016. They're just going to repeat. They've gotten a lot better. Customer service is just hands down the best I've ever seen. Their shipping is hands down the best I've ever seen, right? So they've got all of that infrastructure in place. The next year, 2020, 150 to 200, maybe $250 million in sales. And then 2021, 350, 450 million. You know, it's Katie bar the door. If you are part of the organization, if you started now and you ran the play and did what you were supposed to be doing, which is just, you know, contacting a few friends and getting this product out to them, this is what you're going to participate in. You know, my question is, what are you waiting for? It's a $499 investment to get started. So, you know, here's your call to action. You know, get back to the person that sent this to you, because obviously they thought a lot of you to be able to send this to you, and tell them that you want to be done in 3 years, right? And you want to run the play. So, hey, that's it. I could go on and on and on, but I want to thank you for paying attention, for joining me here today. And I look forward to seeing you at one of the Volantis events here coming up very shortly. Again, this is Chuck Hansen signing off.